So this is my girl Nikki, or Darling Nikki. She made a post on Facebook that caused this man who she hasn't communicated with in a decade to send her a text message. And I'm going to do the post. I'm going to show y'all her post in a little bit, but I wanted to highlight this sentence at the end saying it's F around and find out season. Be his karma. And sometimes being his karma simply means just pulling back and allowing these MFers to feel the consequences of their action, or just harvest from the gardens that they have planted and not watered. So here's Steven sending Nikki a text message. And she said that she hadn't talked to this man in over a decade. So him just sending her a text message out of the blue, she was like, I didn't even know he had this number. But let's look at this text message. He's like, good morning, Queen. On behalf of all the men who have hurt you, abused you, neglected you, abandoned you, mistreated you, I apologize. Please accept this apology on behalf. All of those things mentioned, you are wearing them on your sleeve. The trauma, the hurt, the neglect, you are reflecting that and projecting that onto those most need innermost healing from the same things you're felt. Time to heal, Queen. Let God do the work. He needs you, but He needs you whole and healed to maximize your purpose. You're raising a man, and He needs the whole you, not the broken pieces you have. I'm sorry, not the broken pieces you to help him be the man God has called him to be. You have beautiful queens that need to see the transformative work of God through you. Be who you want them to be. That's the dynamic lady you are. Don't be afraid to show them the scars, but teach them how the healing process takes place. Let your son see what a strong Black woman looks like, loving the Black man. If not your companion yet, love on him as the surrogate, the one standing in the gap for all the Black men, whole, healed, and healthy, the backbone of the family. Time to do the work, Queen. I know you got it in you. Change the trajectory. Change your life. Sincerely, a Black man that cares. How do you, as a random man, apologize for the people who have abused her, neglected her, abandoned her, and mistreated her? What does a text message apology do to this woman to facilitate her healing? And what are they doing? What are these men that have done all of that doing to change their behaviors to where they're not inflicting trauma, hurt, and neglect on the next woman? These very grammatically incorrect words that this man used mean absolutely nothing. It means nothing for a random man to apologize for other men who have neglected, abandoned, and mistreated a woman. This means absolutely nothing. This is just a simple way of him trying to sound fake deep and silence a woman who is in a healing and transformation process. Then he sent this meme. All brothers and sisters, don't let the world divide us. This Hotepian, grammatically incorrect meme. And like I said, I seriously think they just want to silence women. They don't want women to talk about the things that we have gone through because, as women work through things and we work through it and talk about our experiences online, or the type of men that they have dealt with online. Men like this just simply want to silence women. He's talking about you need to be whole, healed, and healthy. That's cool. But sometimes being whole, healed, and healthy is a process. And you don't just come out of a bad situation whole, healed, and healthy on the other side without some rough patches, talking about some things, talking about the sucky parts that you have gone through. Now, what was the post that prompted this man who hasn't reached out to her in a decade to send her a text message? Okay, you want to know. Let's talk about it. So she says, it's not a coincidence that he has to go to sleep with TV shows and movies playing in the background. Shows that depict violence, etc., that he has to fill his free time with video games, even games on his phone, most of them involving war and destruction of some sort. That he loves watching social media videos that include watching someone getting their butts beat or watching female butt being subjugated and dehumanized. You're absolutely right. He does go and spend forever on the toilet texting his next victim who has no clue he has a family at home. A family that supplies all the resources and mule work and aesthetics that enables him to look good to the next female he works to attract. Or maybe she does know, and she believes his lie that he just needs a better woman to be with. Leave her be. Your quarrel is never with her. Let life teach her like it's taught you. Chaos courses through his veins. He has to feed that beast within him at all times, at all costs, especially via the subconscious. He may not even know why he's driven to be the way he is. It's not your business to figure it out. Stop trying to heal him. You can't love him through it either. He knows he's not good enough for you. That's the point. He needs a source like you because you hold what he metaphysically is devoid of. That is why he latched onto you. He is actually careless with you on purpose. The abandonment of prophylactics symbolizes his intentions of keeping you unprotected. You have to be defenseless in every way. He needs you to be broken, marred, and marked for his use forever. One man's trash is not another man's treasure. He buried you like a dog buries a bone to continually come back to and use as a source of personal fulfillment. The more consequence you are forced to endure alone, the better for him, because the less likely you are to be open to accepting another and, God forbid, a healthier connection. Sis, you may have been buried. Seeds are buried too. Use that time of darkness to break out of the effed up mold you may have been in to grow, develop, and break through. Use the darkness around you and harvest it to generate your new source of light that he can no longer access. You need to accept that so many of these males literally walk with demons. They need to spiritually siphon off of you in order to thrive. Your suffering from the inside out is their food. They drink your tears like wine. It's by design. Once they've effectively taken all that they can, they will discard you as they latch on their new host and prepare to destroy her present and future too. Spiritual vamp. They will try to convince you that your undoing is your own fault until tell you that you should have chose better. The ultimate deception being that you did choose better. You chose the better representation that he presented to you after silently stalking, fake friending, and studying all the ways you were victimized in the past so that they could develop a better methodology in order to do it again in a way that you won't see coming. Withdraw your empathy, retract your acts of service, and reserve it for those who truly pour into you. Call back every single good thing you lost along the way. Be your own peace. F his peace. Cease from being sugar, spice, and everything nice. Learn how to transform into sage and sash and reading his ass. Is F around and find out season. Be his karma. This beautiful woman has a way with words. She has a way with storytelling, and she is looking to hire and retain a lawyer because her ex-husband is trying to get custody of her kids, despite the fact that he hasn't seen them. He's been no contact with them for years, but he's basically using them as a way or as a weapon or a tool to get back at her for having the nerve to try to transform and heal after a divorce. So if you have it in you to go to her GoFundMe, she is looking to raise funds for a lawyer. She's fighting a cop. She was married to a cop, and y'all know that they know how to wiggle out of the system or wiggle through the system. So if you're on my TikTok page, you can just look her up. And if you are on my if you're on my YouTube page, the link for her GoFundMe will be in the description. If you're on my TikTok page, just look her up. If you felt moved by her post, her Facebook post, which was a sermon, feel free to donate. Show her some kind of love offering. Just give her a follow. She is on both TikTok and YouTube. Go ahead and follow her because she is a great content creator and she's just getting started. So let me know what you think about this. Jump in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.